Judgment and love are opposites. From one come all the sorrows of the world. Judgment and love are opposites. From one come all the sorrows of the world. But from the other comes the peace of God Himself. Judgment and love are opposites. Judgment and love.
Lesson 352 from A Course in Miracles. Judgment and love are opposites. From one come all the sorrows of the world, but from the other comes the peace of God Himself. Forgiveness looks on sinlessness alone and judges not. Through this I come to you. Judgment will bind my eyes and make me blind, yet love reflected in forgiveness here reminds me you have given me a way to find your peace again. I am redeemed when I elect to follow in this way. You have not left me comfortless. I have within me both the memory of you and one who leads me to it. Father, I would hear your voice and find your peace today, for I would love my own identity and find in him the memory of you.
Judgment and love are opposites. From one come all the sorrows of the world. Judgment and love are opposites. From one come all the sorrows of the world. But from the other comes the peace of God Himself. Judgment and love are opposites. Judgment and love.
And now for the reflection on Lesson 352. In this lesson, Jesus makes an obvious statement, one that is obvious to us now, one that may not have been so obvious when we began this workbook. But now we see that judgment and love must be opposites. My mind, the mind that I use to navigate through time and space with, has been a habitual judger. It judges literally everything. It judges it as in separation. It judges it as different than who I am. Who I am, the truth within me, the name of God that expresses the reality of me. It judges everything as different than and separate from that. And yet love unites. Love brings us together. Love gives me true vision so that I can see there's nothing separate from me, that I am one with all. I am one as I was created one. I am still as God created me. So judgment and love are opposites. From judgment, clearly, all the sorrows that have ever happened in my life, everything that has ever gone wrong, everything that has ever shifted in a direction that I don't enjoy, it has all come from that judgment. And yet now, through the vision of the Holy Spirit, I come into the other, which brings me into the peace of God Himself. This is what I want, only this. And so this is the only thing that I will enjoy.